Hello, dear students. Welcome back to Lycidas Academy's online classes. So, today we are going to see some simple yet little complicated concepts of chemistry. And chemistry is so simple once if you taste it in the right manner. Okay, so come on, guys. What we are going to study is about atoms, molecules, elements, compounds, and mixtures. Okay, and we all know that these are the basic constants of chemistry, right? So, first, we are going to discuss what an atom is. So, it is believed that John Dalton was the first to describe atomic theory, and also the name atom came after John Dalton. He believed that atom was the smallest particle of any element, and he also believed that it cannot be further subdivided. But later we have seen further developments based on atom, and we could discuss it later on another classes. So now we have to come back to our topic. Okay. So simply we can say that atoms are those particles which can be seen in an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. Okay. Or atoms are the smallest particle in an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. Atoms can further subdivided into neutron, proton, and electron, but as a whole, we can say that it is the smallest constituent particle that can be take part in a chemical reaction. And also one thing is atoms may exist independently and some may not. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. are some atoms that cannot be exist independently. They are diatomic as they cannot exist independently. Okay, so hydrogen and oxygen are examples of diatomic particles as they cannot exist independently. Okay, next is molecule. Okay, we won't say water atom, right? We only say water molecule. That's why, because water is H2O containing 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. Okay, the molecular structure or molecular formula of water is H2O, as you can see in this figure. So the smallest particle of water contains 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. All this together constitutes a water molecule. Okay, next is element. Substances which contain only one kind of atom are called elements. Okay, so if we say gold, gold contains only gold atoms. Hydrogen only contains hydrogen atoms. And oxygen also contains only oxygen atoms. So elements are those which contain only one kind of atoms. In periodic table we could see hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, etc. Okay, so if we take a hydrogen element, so in a hydrogen element we could only see hydrogen atom, and we could see so many elements in periodic table, and whatever we choose as an element, it only contains its constituent atom. Okay, so elements are those particles which only contains its constituent atom. Okay, I hope you understand. And the next is a compound. Okay, compound is something which contain more than one element, or we can say that compound is the combination of one or more elements. So when 2 or more elements combine together or chemically react with each other, they can form a compound. Okay, for example, water. Okay, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom combine together, and also they combine together in a fixed ratio. Okay, so hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms combine together to form a water molecule, and all these water molecules again combine together and form a chemical compound. Okay, and the compound is water. Okay, so we can say that molecules are the smallest particle in an element or a compound that can normally exist independently. So molecules are those which can exist independently. So once again I repeat, we can say that atoms are the smallest particle in an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. They may or may not exist independently. And molecules are those smallest particle in an element or a compound that can normally exist independently. I hope you understood. So till now we have seen that what is an atom, an element, a molecule, and also about compounds, right? So one more thing that we can conclude is all these things are interrelated, right? Atoms, elements, molecules, and compounds, all these things are interrelated. Why? Because atoms are the smallest particles of element and molecules are the smallest particles of a compound, right? Hope you understood. And the most interesting part is that atoms of two poisonous substances, okay, like sodium and chlorine, both are poisonous, so they combine together to form salt, right? And the resulting compound is NaCl, or the salt, that is something which we use in our daily life, right? And some other examples we can say, okay, two gases like hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen, they combine together and form water, which is a liquid. So hydrogen and oxygen shows the properties of gases, or they are gases but they combine together and form a liquid, that is water, right? So all these things are so exciting. And at last we have one more thing, like this elements, compounds, atoms, and molecules, we have one more thing, that is mixture. Okay, so mixtures are those which we can mix up together and there will not be any chemical change between them. Okay, mixtures are those which we can mix up together and there will not be any chemical change. So I will make it clear. When two or more elements or compounds are mixed together and there is no chemical change between them, we get a mixture of the elements or compounds. And the important part about a mixture is no new molecules are formed in a mixture. And for a mixture there is no need of a fixed ratio. Okay, they can be combined in any ratio. Okay, they can be mixed together in any ratio and we can form a mixture. So there is not necessary to have a fixed ratio in the case of mixture. Okay guys, so these are all about an atom, element, molecule, compound, and mixture. I hope this video is useful, and also I hope that you are enjoying these videos. So let's see again with some simple videos like this. Until then, bye everyone. Thank you.